Pacers roster has really shifted. Coach Rick Carlisle said, quote, "Whatever players are presented to me, I love the challenge of molding that group into the right system. This is a team where it's a strength in numbers type of situation."
A lot of capable players, Alan. Thanks for that. There is nothing like the atmosphere of opening night in the NBA. Grant, do players get just as pumped up as the fans for the first game of the season?
I think they do. I mean, everybody, players, coaches, organization, fans, everybody gets excited for opening night. It's impossible not to. All the work these players put in over the offseason, the training camp preparation, it pays off right here and now.
Now Washington starting 5. And for Indiana, up and in on the layup.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And that's the story of the league right now. Most any team can beat any other team on any given night.
Pass to Dumars. For 3, James. No good there. So Indiana will take it the other way.
Guys, you think about the Indiana Pacers, a team that has had several coaching changes of late, and obviously that kind of inconsistency has no doubt played a part in their recent struggles.
And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Here's Ewing. Clock at 6. And here's Doncic. Over Green. Here's Ewing. Pass to Cummings. Here's Finley.
2 minutes remaining in the first 2 minutes.
On the wing, Bryant launches a 3.
You know, we can get lost in LeBron's offensive skills. His defense has always been phenomenal as well.
They shoot again.
Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
Pass to Walton. James up top. Beyond the arc. Gets the 3 ball to go. Well, the Pacers hired Rick Carlisle as their coach for the second time, by the way, in the summer of 2021.
That's exactly right, B.A. Remember, Coach Carlisle was quite successful here between 2003 and 2007. Then he moved on to be the head coach of the Dallas Mavericks for 13 years. Obviously a championship coach that 1 year with Dirk Nowitzki. I think the Pacers, optimistic Coach Carlisle, can help speed up this rebuild.
Offensive board. Walton got a hand on it. 52 seconds left to play in the first. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
It's on LeBron James.
Boy, you think about the Washington Wizards and the tough ending to their season. They got out of the gate so hot, but cooled off and came in 12th in the East. That was their lowest ranking in 9 years, guys.
And he knocks down the first one. And good on the... second, so he makes them both. There's 49 seconds left now in the first quarter. Pass to Brandon. James outside. Inside, Towns. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
We've got 33 seconds left in the first. Doncic with it. On the wing, Bryant launches it. Karl-Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
And that one's good. Brandon
just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Man, I know Doncic prefers a straight-on three-shot, but his touch works just as well there in the corners.
It's a tie game in Indiana. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
7. The Wizards. 7. Fans, your Pacers Youth Dance Team.
Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, guys, let me get your thoughts on the Pacers and how they're playing so far.
Attacking relentlessly, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the stripe.
They have done a tremendous job of drawing contact and putting officials in a place where they simply have to make the call.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting in the second. And pick and rolls never more prevalent in the league than they are right now. And there's always someone the defense has to leave open in those scenarios, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., you know, it's amazing. It's such a simple play, but it's so difficult to defend, especially with the shooting that we now see in the NBA and the great spacing on the floor. It's a play, as you said, every team uses and executes well in their offensive attack.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Well, Luka Doncic, an all-star from his second season, and every year he's one of the favorites for MVP. But Luka says, quote, I still haven't won anything, so I've got a long way to go. Brian, if you didn't catch it, team success is the metric. He says the key is to win a championship.
Well, he certainly gives them a chance to do just that, Allie. Thank you.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Here's Lever, and he banks in the layup.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup, nicely done.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the Mobile One drive.
Hosting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day.
Last season, Washington was hot out of the gates. They started 10-3, but things did not end well.
You know, and after that hot start, B.A., a 25-44 ending for the Wizards, failing to make the play-in game as well. Just a disappointing season after the promise Washington showed early. Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. We've got 1:13 left to play in the second quarter. Pass to Dumars. Here's Harper. Here's Walton. Here's Dumars, covered by Bryant. Here's Dumars. And Bryant pulls it down.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And that one's good, McDaniel.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
The three doesn't go for him. And Indiana will come the other way. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Bryant. Again, the Pacers. Good for 2 more.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Here's James. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send them away empty-handed.
Bryant, no good. Down low. And it's hammered home by Green.
Boy, you'd love to see the lift Draymond Green gets on these dunks. Once he's established, forget about it.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Pacers. They lead by 2. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and for the Pacers. The first quarter was pretty even. And in that period, the most they trailed by was 3. They were slightly better in the second. Not a big difference between these two teams. And Kenny, what'd you think about what we saw from Indiana?
We have to love the second unit. The effort they displayed, they're doing much more than giving the starters a break. We're seeing real intensity from them, particularly on the offensive end.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on Washington?
You know, they didn't play it too safe. They made some really nice shots. Those were some much-needed points, and it keeps them right in the game.
And now with the second half about to get underway.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. And the Wizards with possession here. 2-point game. After making the playoffs 5 years straight, the Pacers have struggled to get back to the postseason.
You know, B.A., they're trying to go through a rebuild right now, and that's going to take some time. But the front office and coaching staff appear comfortable with this direction, knowing it might be a while before they make the playoffs again. Oh, beating everyone to the ball. Great activity on the offensive glass.
And that one misses. The Pacers are not the only pro team in town. The Fever get great support in the WNBA doors.
They certainly do, and it speaks to how special the game of basketball is in the Hoosier State. Every level, from high school to college to pro, they simply love the game, and we're with that.
And for Washington, the shot by James, no good.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Finley. Over to the left wing. From downtown. Dumars grabs the miss. Washington has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third.
2 minutes remaining in the
And
third.
another miss by Washington.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
Here's Cummings. Pass to Finley. Here's Ewing. 6 on the shot clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Finley gets the bucket.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Timeout called. The Wizards.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And the guys get a little bit of a break. Mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
Barnes checked in for Indiana. Brandon Ingram comes in for Bryant. And the Wizards making a change here. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Pass to Free. Back to James. Tries it from 16. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. To the paint. Here's Barnes. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Ingram. And now a 7-point Pacer lead.
You get the sense Scotty Barnes is very comfortable in the painted area. That's easy work.
Pacers foul, Michael Finley. First personal foul. Second team foul. Wizards substitution, Terrell Brandon.
1:03 left in the third. Here's Williamson. That one falls.
This is where Zion shines. Inside, he can be such a dominant force.
Indiana's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Ingram, the pass to Doncic. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Doncic has got 5 now.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
Oh, the energy and focus on display. Saw an opportunity to get inside, and they continue to build at this lead.
With the drive, goes up and lays it in nice and easy. He's got 7.
They are shooting the lights out and doing a good job of maintaining this lead.
Pass to Brandon. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Free. Here's Williamson. Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
Nice aggressive play from Williamson, crashing the offensive glass and getting a second chance shot.
Here's Doncic. Good. Doncic has got 6 points in the quarter.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Pacers out in front, leading by 9. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Outside Ingram. Jacks up a 3. Rebound Washington. And for Washington. And that one's good. Dumars.
You know you can count on Draymond Green to make good decisions. This guy comes up with a lot of terrific assists.
Here's Lever. Pass to McDaniel. Now here's Barnes. Green covering. Oh, it's blocked by Green.
A valuable, dogged defender. Draymond Green doing his thing.
Back to James. The shot that time not on target. So Indiana will take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Ingram. Here's Sigmund. Check by James. Back to Ingram. Here's Lever. Clock at 4. To the middle. Here's Sigma. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. And the Pacers lead by 8.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Here's James. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
It is really so impressive how LeBron James continues to play at a high level. We all respect greatness. What is the hardest thing to achieve is sustained greatness, and that's LeBron James.
A new lineup here for Indiana. And he's unable to get the second one.
He's going to be kicking himself all night. This isn't the time to be wasting opportunities.
Doncic, good.
What a finish by Luka Doncic. Don't underestimate his strength, but Don has got that in his game.
James, outside. From about 19, and it goes straight through with a swish.
When he decides he wants to take it to the bucket, it's really hard for anyone to slow him down.
On the wing, Bryant. From deep. Offensive Offensive rebound, Pacers. Pass to Ewing. Again, Indiana.
Just very good offensive execution. Couldn't have asked for a better shot.
Now a timeout called by Washington. They're trailing by 9. 1:03 left to play in the fourth quarter. And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game.
Yeah, really the standout element of this game tonight was his offense and his ability to get inside by cutting the defense to shreds, finding lanes, even making them, and relentlessly attacking the hoop.
And the Pacers making a change here. Woods checked in. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Wes Unseld Jr. had to say to his team. He didn't waste words with his guys, saying, quote, just go out there and do your thing. You know what needs to be done. I see he has the utmost confidence in his players. We'll see how they respond. Back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. Back to Bryant. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Green. And the Wizards with possession here. They trail by 7. Money. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Well, Draymond Green is such an elite passer for his position. His head is on a swivel.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
First team foul.
29 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Finley. And the 3 off target. Now a timeout called by Washington. They're trailing by 5. 23 seconds left to play in the fourth.
Time for your Indiana Ace Minutes, everyone. Let's get excited. Give them a huge hand. That was your Pacers Youth Dance Team.
Washington with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Here's Dumars. It falls! What a beautiful shot. Brings them within 3.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion.
The absolute last person this team wanted to send to the free throw line in a tough moment is Luka Doncic. He relishes these chances. Yeah, 2-possession game now after knocking both of those down.
First clean look they have. I mean, they've got to take it.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
We've seen a lot of points tonight, but we've also seen a lot of poor defense as well.
That's unacceptable. The hustle and focus on that end is not there for either side.
Kobe Bryant, 2 shots.
And he ends up making the second, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. 11 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to Free. There's the triple. They get the rebound. And James puts up a deep 3. Off target with the shot. And so the big win by Indiana in a tight game. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. It really kept this team's energy high.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Luka, in the end, you guys managed to protect home. We know how exciting this game was to watch. What was it like to play?
I mean, it was, intense. I appreciate the crowd was in. They're amazing fans.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season.